7 personal finance guidelines for financial security. As soon as we stopped using our dad's pocket money, reality hit us hard. Managing personal finance is not so easy at all. And on top of that, we all desire financial security. However, if you do proper planning and be smart when it comes to your personal finance, you will reap the sweetest fruits. So here we are to help you with 7 guidelines for financial security. Stay tuned until the end and don't forget to note down your takeaways. With that said, let's start. Financial security refers to the state of having enough money to meet one's current and future financial needs and goals. It involves having a stable income, managing and controlling one's expenses, and having a savings and investment plan in place to ensure that there is always enough money available to meet any unexpected expenses or emergencies. Having financial security means having a sense of control over one's finances and being able to make financial decisions without worrying about the consequences. It means being able to save for retirement, pay off any outstanding debts, and have enough money set aside for any unforeseen expenses or emergencies. Having financial security can also provide peace of mind and help individuals focus on other aspects of their lives, such as their careers, relationships, and personal growth. It can also help individuals avoid financial stress and anxiety, which can have a negative impact on their overall health and well-being. To achieve financial security, individuals need to develop good financial habits, such as setting and sticking to a budget, saving regularly and investing wisely. They should also educate themselves about personal finance and seek professional advice when needed. Overall, financial security is an essential component of a healthy and fulfilling life, and it is something that everyone should strive to achieve. By taking control of their finances and making smart financial decisions, individuals can ensure that they have the financial resources they need to live the life they want. Sounds great, right? But here is the real question. How to secure your finances? Don't worry, that's why we're here. Here's the 7 personal finance guidelines for financial security. Number 7. Set your own financial planning objectives. Making your own financial plan might be difficult, especially in the beginning. It entails asking oneself important questions, like where you want to be in 5, 10, or 30 years. It challenges you to think about your personal values, thinking about the sort of life you want to lead in the future, while avoiding getting too caught up in the details is one of the greatest ways to approach these difficult concerns. You might enjoy the thought of purchasing your own home, starting a family, paying for your children's college education, and retiring with a nice financial cushion. Or perhaps you want to concentrate on paying off your debt, avoiding having children, or retiring early. Your personal financial plan will be influenced by whichever way of life you find most alluring, since it is designed to support you in achieving these objectives. According to 50-30-20 budgeting principle, you should save 20% of your after-tax income as a general rule of thumb. But it might be challenging to determine how to divide this sum if you have several long-term objectives. Do you contribute 15% of your retirement and 5% to your emergency fund? Or should you carefully save money for each objective? The key is to prioritize your objectives, which leads us to the next action. Number 6. Prioritize your objectives. Prioritize your savings objectives to match the various periods of your life. Now that you have an idea of the type of life you want to create over the following 30 years, your priorities may be different from others if you are saving for a future that includes a mortgage, children, and retirement. Now, some of the principles may naturally overlap. It is possible to save for your children's trust funds and your retirement at the same time, but you should prioritize your children's requirements because they will likely need support before you retire. It is advisable to start saving as soon as you can, because early retirement takes a significant amount of money. In this case, saving for an early retirement starts the moment you are debt-free. However, you may begin saving for your global vacation that you will take pleasure in retirement if you have accumulated a sizable sum in your pension fund and are still making monthly contributions to it. Consider the following if you are hesitant about setting aside money for your pension when you are in your 20s or 30s. Let us say that you are 30 years old and earn $40,000 before taxes. When you reach 65, you may anticipate having a pension fund of around $157,000 if you contribute 8% of your salary to a personal pension plan over the following 35 years. This sum accounts for annuity payments, a 2% inflation rate, and a 6% return on investment. Number 5. Set up a budget. It is critical to carefully assess your existing financial status in order to determine the requirement of your fixed costs. Personal financial planning requires you to develop a budget based on all of your incomings and outgoings. Record all of your earnings and outgoings over a 30-day period. All of your costs should be divided into variable and fixed costs. Your rent, auto insurance, and energy and gas bills are examples of fixed expenditures. Your flexible expenses, or variable costs, include money spent on groceries, nights out, and visits to the hair salon. Consider your variable costs and look for places where you might save money. Use a budgeting tool if you want to make this process simpler. Set aside a portion of your variable costs that you may use to contribute to a savings account each month. Following a strategy like the 50-30-20 rule might be helpful in this situation. The concept entails allocating 50% of your income to fixed expenses, 30% to variable expenses, and 20% to savings accounts. Every month, review your budget and make any required modifications. The amount you can afford to save each month will inevitably fluctuate. Accept that these bumps and valleys are all part of the personal financial planning process, rather than feeling discouraged because you momentarily veered from your budgeting goals. Number 4. Pay off your debt. Prior to beginning to save for goals like a mortgage or an early retirement, it is crucial to pay off any existing obligations, especially those with high interest rates, like credit card debt or loans with a high rate of interest. Your ability to contribute to savings is considerably constrained, since you pay so much in interest alone each month. If nothing else, make an effort to pay at least the bare minimum each month to prevent taking on further debt. Number 3. Spend less and build an emergency fund. The purpose of an emergency fund is to safeguard you against unforeseen events. When faced with a catastrophe, an emergency fund should be utilized as a safety net to prevent you from sacrificing your savings and objectives. However, you can also decide to include your variable expenses, such as groceries, entertainment, and gym membership. Ideally, it should cover 3 to 6 months' worth of your fixed expenses, such as rent, energy and water, and auto insurance. It is important to keep in mind that your financial situation may be more precarious if you are a freelancer or live-alone guy than if you have a regular job or a spouse who helps pay for your regular expenses. To ensure you have a big enough safety net to assist you to get back on your feet, it could be a good idea to save for 6 months rather than 3. Number 2, make sure you have adequate insurance. Insurance guards you against incurring any substantial charges that might materially harm your personal financial planning goals, just as an emergency fund guards you against unpleasant shocks. In addition to providing you with an extra sense of security on a regular basis, preparing for the unexpected may help you save a significant amount of money in the long run. Consider the following scenarios. Your apartment floods but you do not have home insurance. A car accident occurs but you do not have auto insurance. You would have to spend a lot of money in these instances, and it may take you a long time to recover. Therefore, having an emergency fund and making sure you have enough insurance allows you to continue saving even when circumstances are challenging. Number 1. Put your health first. Health and finances are inextricably linked. If you are sick or diseased, you cannot attain your financial objectives. I know setting priorities can be challenging, but it is crucial to put your health first. Everything you strive for will be useless if you are not in excellent health. Additionally, when you are well, earning money is a lot simpler. You could believe that you lack the time to focus on healthy behaviors like exercising, eating well, or getting enough sleep. But if you take medical considerations into account, you might want to reconsider. Recovery expenses are always quite high these days and might be challenging to control. Staying healthy will help you save a ton of additional money. When your finances are in order, they work together to make healthy living much easier. So spend wisely and spend smartly, but above all, stay healthy. Now tell me, when you are starting to plan your personal finance? I am eager to know. Feel free to comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.